and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Taechichu, and I don't know what I'm doing, I'll never know what I'm doing, and that's what I'm using as an intro. Hi, how are ya? I made some videos last week about the new Pokemon Direct, or about what my predictions were about the new Pokemon Direct, and I want to say I had some things that were right. Sure, we didn't get the Scorbunny, Sobble, Grookey evolutions, but I mean, I was right about the gym thing, or the stadium thing, and how it might be a gym. So cool. This is after the Direct. I'm filming this after the Direct, and I'm also filming it after the Nintendo Direct overall, where we got to see people play the demo, and there were new Pokemon, and there were new Pokemon released, and I want to talk about those Pokemon and what I think about those Pokemon, and there's just going to be a lot of segments here. First off, I'm going to talk about the new Pokemon that were introduced. So I want to talk about Wooloo first, which is this cute little sheep Pokemon that is a normal type. Wooloo is just a cute little sheep. I would die for Wooloo. I love the name Wooloo. Wooloo's just very cute. It's like Mareep, but a sheep. Or no, it's like Mareep, but a normal type, and I really like that, and I think that sheep Pokemon are always good because sheep are really cute, and I think it was a good Pokemon to introduce us to. Another Pokemon is, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, it's Gossifleur. It's a French name. It's this cute little flower Pokemon, and it evolves into Eldegoss, and they're both a grass type. Gossifleur, I really like the name of. I think it's a really cute Pokemon. Different from Flabebe and that evolutionary track of Flabebe, blah, 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 blah. I think it's a cute Pokemon, and Eldegoss looks like, when I first saw it, I thought it was a Whimsicott, Alolan form, and that's the same thing what I thought for Wooloo being a Mareep, or not a Alolan form, a Galar form. I thought Wooloo was going to be the Galar form for Mareep when I saw the silhouette, and the same thing for Eldegoss with Whimsicott. So it was very strange to see these Pokemon having kind of the same outline and having them not be Galar forms, because I do still think that Galar forms are going to be a thing in this game. Another Pokemon that we saw was Dreadnought, which was a water type. I don't remember what other type it is, if it is a dual type, but he looks just like a turtle Pokemon. Again, I thought this was another Galar form version of a Pokemon. I thought it was a Torkoal Galar Pokemon, but he looks cool. He looks just like a mean snapping turtle, and I think it's cool that we get a turtle that's just kind of like angry and mean. I think it's cool that we get a Pokemon that's kind of angry and mean that's a turtle, because we have what, Shuckle, Torkoal, Squirtle, and they're all happy, but this guy's kind of like and I like that. Another Pokemon is Corviknight. Corviknight is also one of my new, like out of these, one of my favorites. Corviknight is a flying steel type. I think it's really, and I thought this was a Honchkrow Galar form. I know, I'm crazy with the Galar forms. I really thought they were going to introduce them today, and when I saw the silhouettes, this is just what my mind went to, and I thought I would share it. I think it's cool, the little lore that he has of how he's kind of like a taxi for people, and there's the rumor of the inspiration that they got was the silhouette from flying from place to place in the games. They put that into the game and made it an actual Pokemon's name, because it's a taxi Pokemon, and whenever you would use fly in the games, it would just show this dark bird, and that's exactly what Corviknight looks like, and I think that's really cool that they implemented that. And if that was the case, maybe it didn't, maybe it's just a conspiracy theory, who knows, but I think it's a really cool addition. Let's talk about the Legendaries. There's Zacian, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and Zamazenta. So clearly these are the Sword and Shield Pokemon. One dog wolf clearly has a shield around its head, and the other one has a sword in its mouth, which kind of reminds everyone of the one boss from that one game that is clearly Dark Souls. And that's what people are saying they got the inspiration of. Regardless, I think they look like cool Legendaries. Right now I'm leaning more towards Pokemon Sword, because the Zamazenta looks cool, but I think Zacian looks better. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right. I only heard the name a handful or two, but I think they're cool. That's what I'm leaning towards, and I think I want to guess their typing still. I want to guess that Zamazenta is going to be a steel, I don't know, fighting. I'm more confident in Zacian that he's going to be a steel flying type. I think they're both going to be steel, and, you know, it's cool. I mean, last gen we had Solgaleo, who was a steel psychic, but I think they're really implementing steel into this game. Not sure why, but that's what it seems like to me, and if they're different, then I'll be surprised. But those are the legendaries. Let's talk about the new people. More into the Nintendo Direct. I'm just talking about the Direct first, and then I'm going to be talking about, or I'm going to talk about the Pokemon Direct that came first, and then I'm going to talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened today, which is June 11th, which is when I'm filming this. So there are a lot of new people that they introduced, more than they did last time, I think. There's Hop, who is your rival / the little brother to the champion, who we were also introduced to, whose name is Leon. I like the way that Leon looks. I like his purple hair and his yellow eyes. I really like the combo of yellow and purple, and his cape is wonderful. I love capes. It makes you feel powerful. And he's the reigning champion, and you have to beat him in the end because he's won so many things. And on his cape you can see a bunch of sponsorships and stuff like that. But Hop looks cool, not as cool as Leon, of course, but Hop is your rival because he's your age. Another person that we were introduced to was the professor, and we finally have an official female professor. We have Professor Magnolia, who is an older woman who looks really cool and just looks very sweet. I've been waiting for a really long time for a female professor, and I'm really glad that we're doing it with this game, and how she has her granddaughter assistant named Sonia. I think that's really cool too. Sonia looks really, really, really cute. I love the little hearts in her hair. And you know, they look great. They look great. As for gym leaders, there's Milo, who is the grass gym leader, and it's told that he has an Eldegoss, I believe. He looks like a Ditto made into a human. So it's kind of funny. He's kind of funny looking, but he's like big and buff, and he has this cute little face. I like the way that he looks. He looks like he's gonna be a promising gym leader, and I think he's the first gym leader, if I'm not mistaken. That's a guess, at least. They might have told us. I really don't remember at this time. But yeah, I think that all the people that they introduced looked really cool. Hop doesn't look as cool as Leon. Hop is also kind of a lame name, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how his personality is when we get more information. Another thing I want to talk about is the wild areas. So clearly, if you guys have seen the Nintendo Direct / the Pokemon Direct, there are certain areas in Pokemon where it's kind of like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, where you can see the Pokemon, and it's not like you can't see the Pokemon when you're in grass. Kind of like, it's more immersive, where you can see the Pokemon and you can walk towards them, like in Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. But those are just certain areas. There will still be areas where you can't see the Pokemon and you just walk in grass for a random encounter, but you know, I think it's cool to have a little bit of both, because I liked the way that Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu was, but I also like the randomness that grass gave you when you went into it. You also get free reign of the camera. Certain Pokemon will come out in certain elements, like snow, water, weather, you know, different weather, different Pokemon. And I think that's really cool. It's more immersive. I really enjoy it, and the free reign of the camera is something that people really wanted, and I'm glad that they're including it in this game. And now I'm going to talk about what I was right about. The stadiums are gyms, and they're huge, and people watch them, which is kind of cool, because I like the fact that it's like a soccer, like it kind of implements a soccer game that would be in Great Britain, but it's also like all of these people are watching you as you do your competition thing, and it's like all eyes are on you, but they made stadiums for a very big reason. Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing, throw Mega Evolution, throw Z moves out of everywhere. Dynamaxing makes your Pokemon 1,000 times bigger than it originally is, and then just like your power is just increased by 1,000,000. A little bit over dramatic, but I don't know how to feel about the Dynamaxing, because Mega Evolutions were so different when they were a thing. when they first came up, Mega Evolution was so different. And then when Z moves became a thing, that was kind of like, okay, I get this is cool. But then it's like Dynamaxing is like a combination. Now don't get me wrong, I love seeing the fan arts of like Eevee, Dedenne, and then seeing Raichu, and I really love the Joltik aspects because he's like the tiniest Pokemon, he gets to be an actual size thing. I love the memes about it, but it's just, it almost seems lazy, you know? I don't know. And I'm sure that it's gonna be really cool, and you can only do it for 3 turns, so it's limited, and it's kind of balanced. I don't know how to feel about it. It feels kind of lazy from Pokemon, but I'm sure it'll be great in-game. I also want to know if Legendaries can Dynamax. I want to know what the Dynamaxing is going to include. There's going to be raids with Dynamaxing. The raids look really cool, especially if you have friends, and you get rewards from it, and then if you catch it, you know you catch it. I don't know, we'll see. Right now, Dynamaxing does not excite me. I thought it was going to be shield and sword type of deals, but clearly it's not, so oh well. I guess I'll live with a big Raichu. So now I want to talk about the Pokemon Direct that happened today. There wasn't a lot of info that was given this time. Also, we did get a new gym leader who's a water gym leader named Nessa. She is gorgeous, first of all. She has a Dreadnought, and I love her. She's like the new, who's the water person from last time? Doesn't matter, I'll throw a picture here. But I loved her, and I don't usually like water types or water type people, but like, I love her. She's so gorgeous, and really just like a good, just a good design. And there was also, we got to see a little bit of the Wildlands. There's a new mechanic where you can whistle to get Pokemon to come to you when you're in those wild areas. But we also saw, because people at E3 got to play the demo, we saw 2 new Pokemon. We saw a electric corgi Pokemon called Yamper, who is adorable and has a heart-shaped on its butt, and a little like zigzag as like the tail, kind of like Pikachu, like the lightning bolt. That's adorable. I love him. Kind of a lazy design though. Kind of, because he just looks like a corgi with a little bit of modifications. Then again, Wooloo does the same thing, but then again, I'm gonna love them anyway. They're adorable Pokemon. And there was also Impidimp. Impidimp is I don't know if I said the corgi was electric. The corgi's electric. Impidimp is a dark fairy type Pokemon that looks like an imp from an RPG. That's just what he looks like. Looks kind of weird. Will probably look better in game, so that's interesting. I don't know, I don't really have an opinion on Impidimp. I have to see him more. He is pretty cute. I have to say, at first I didn't like him, but the more I saw of the memes on Twitter, I thought he was really cute. And the fact that he's Dark Fairy, which hasn't been done before, I think that's really cool that they made, that's a new type that they made, because he's kind of like a devilish type, fairy type ordeal. You know what I mean? So, there was a rumor post that PokeJungle pointed out and gave to us. And the rumor post said that Sword and Shield was gonna come out. It said there was a gym leader named Milo. It said the electric corgi Pokemon. It said a lot of things. So I just want to go over that really quick so that you guys know maybe some more information that hasn't really been given out by the Nintendo or Pokemon Direct that has been given out recently. And this is just information that the post, which is looking to be a potential leak, really like strongly, just some information on that. I just wanted, in case you don't know already. And I'll also link down below PokeJungle so that you can keep up with all the rumors, but this seems like an actual leak in my opinion. In the leak, it said that there was also going to be people named BD and Marnie. It also said that the new team for this game was going to be Team Yell, which are fans of Marnie, which makes sense. Like, they're fans of Marnie and they don't want to cause a ruckus, but they just love Marnie so much. It's like die-hard fans, which are really a problem, like Ariana stans, and you know, it's like real life stuff. Another thing that the post said was that in order to get to a gym, you have to get gym sponsorships and gym endorsements. And by the looks of Leon's cape, where it has all of these sponsors on it and how he has a jersey, I believe that is 100% true. It makes sense. It's an interesting aspect to the game, and I'm interested to see where it goes. If it is true. Again, I can call this rumored, but it's really looking like a leaked post now. Another part of the leaked ordeal was that there's going to be an evil legendary to match the two wolf legendaries, Zacian and Zamazenta. And his name is Eternatus? His name is Eternatus. I don't know what he looks like, but in the trailer of when they first released the two legendaries, it looked like they were about to fight against something evil, so I think it's very possible that there could be a third legendary that's evil, kind of like Necrozma in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Do I think Zacian and Zamazenta are going to merge into one? Of course. They already did that in Sun and Moon, but I think that they'll do it again. I mean, why not? It worked for the other two games. I wouldn't be surprised. I would like to see what kind of form it makes when it mixes in a two to fight the evil legendaries. But we'll see. More leaked / rumored information in the post that had called out all the things that are real was that there is going to be regional evolutions, so they're the Galar evolutions, and one of them is going to be Farfetch'd into Surfetch'd, and I want to see where that goes, and I think that that's really interesting to see. I really want to see. I want to see where it goes. I want to see what Farfetch is going to look like as Surfetch. I want to see the Galar region Pokemon, because I really like the Alolan forms of Pokemon such as Vulpix, Sandshrew, Marowak, you know. In this, it also said that there was going to be chipmunk Pokemon that were up in the trees that were getting berries, and if you bothered them, they'd fall and attack you. I think those would be interesting. I mean, that already happens with bird Pokemon, but with chipmunk Pokemon, I think it'd be really cute. Maybe they're the new Pikachu clone. Who knows? Because they're rodents. But I think that's an interesting thing that the post said. Another thing that they said was that there was going to be camping with Pokemon, and that's how you get close to them, kind of, and that's how you do things and get close to them, kind of like how you could feed them little treats in the game already before. I think that's interesting, and I would like to see where that goes and see how immersive it could be, because they could either make it very, very simple or make it kind of complex, and I'm working more towards the complex side, hoping, at least. Sorry if I look down, I'm looking at my notes because I can't remember all this in my brain. Like I said before, this post already said that the Corgi was going to be a thing before the Corgi was even released in the demo that was played on E3, and they also actually predicted / leaked Nessa, who is the water gym leader. Apparently there's also going to be 2 other gym leaders named Kaboo and Opal. I think that's really cool, and I love the name Opal. I'm wearing Opal right now. I think that it's all really interesting, and that I'm excited to see where this game really goes. And I like the stuff that they leaked. I'm not Dynamaxing, I'm not in love with it. Oh, also in the rumored post, it said there's going to be this thing called Gigantamaxing, which is like Dynamaxing but different. I don't know. We'll see, but the rumored post really is starting to look like a leak, and like I said, I'll put PokeJungle down below so that you can check out the article, and they're a really good source of rumors and leaks, so why not just do it for funsies? But yeah, I'm excited for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think I'm leaning towards Pokemon Sword, but I really want to see the version exclusives. One thing that really makes me sad is that Pokemon Home, they're not going to transfer Pokemon into the Galar region if it isn't in the Pokedex, which for some trainers is going to be really sad, because if they don't see their favorite Pokemon in there, then if they can't transfer their favorite Pokemon into the Galar region, then, you know, sometimes it's like, what's the point then? But I don't know, maybe they'll change it if they see so many people upset about it. I know it's going to change the competitive scene, like, obscenely. Are they going to make whirlpools like they did in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and therefore you can get Legendaries, and Legendaries are going to be in competitive? I really don't know. But I know that there's going to be Gengar, who's my favorite Pokemon, in there, because I saw Haunter in the demo. But I don't know if Mimikyu is going to be there. I don't know if the Kanto starters are going to be in there. And I love Bulbasaur, and what if I want a Bulbasaur? What if I want Mimikyu? You know, I know Ditto's got to be in it because God forbid you got to breed Pokemon to be in competitive anyway. But it's just worrisome to me because you can only have so many Pokemon in the game. So I'm assuming it's going to be 400, 500 Pokemon because they don't want all the Pokemon in the... I don't know. I'm kind of really upset about this because Pokemon's slogan literally is gotta catch them all. So you can't catch them all in the Galar region, I guess. You can catch all the Galar Pokedex, but is that really all the Pokemon in Pokemon? Like, I don't know. I'm upset about it. I know Mega Teddiurse is sad about it. He was tweeting about it. And it's kind of ironic that when they first introduced Pokemon Home that they said it was going to be a home for all Pokemon to gather. But really, I guess it is. But you can't transfer all of them to all the things. Pokemon Home seems cool as you can put all your Pokemon in it and then have them in cross-dimensional spaces where you can put a 3DS Pokemon onto a Switch or from your phone for Pokemon Go, put it on the Switch. Like, that's a really cool concept, but I want to be able to transfer all of my Pokemon into any game, which is all I really ask for. Or not all I really asked for, but it's really what Pokebank was. And I think that maybe Pokemon Home got too complicated for Nintendo, and then they just kind of like gave up on it. But we'll see what happens in the future. But hopefully they change it because I want to be able to get all the Pokemon that I want. And I know it'll change competitive scene, but I don't know in a good or bad way, or if you're going to be able to get Legendaries in there, you know? We'll see. We'll very well see. We'll very well see. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you would like to see anything else from me, please link down below what you would like to see. I have a lot of good videos, video ideas coming up. I just need to film. I'm just a little lazy. So, again, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Hit the notification bell, because I don't have a schedule where I post. But I like to try and upload once or twice a week, and I'm trying to do a lot better. Again, my 50 subscriber thing is going to come soon. It's just very complicated and just a mess. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.